This video, I'm going to show you why you should stop believing in yourself, understanding that the beliefs you have are what's keeping you in your problems that you currently have, keeping you in low vibration, and I'm going to show you exactly what to do instead. Welcome back to another video. My name is Aaron and I help people expand their consciousness. Now in this video, I'm going to be showing you how your beliefs are actually killing your manifestations, how your beliefs are causing you to stay in low vibration, how you are living within the prison of your own beliefs, and you might not even know it. This is something that we hear a lot. It's that just believe in yourself. Just believe in yourself. But what is the self you should believe in? You see, the self has to do many times with people referred to as the ego. And what happens is when we tell people to believe in themselves, understand they've been believing in something about themselves their whole entire lives, whether they're aware of it or not. The problem actually is that they've been bought in believing in everything they've been told about themselves. They believe what they tell themselves on the inside about who they are and how they relate to other people. They believe I'm a shy person, I'm an awkward person, I deserve this kind of relationship. These are all beliefs that people agree to, and based on those beliefs, that's what creates the prison of our own life. So instead of believing in our self, the ego self, instead of believing in what we tell ourselves as far as these stories about us and our limitations and all of the pain that comes with it, the key is moving beyond that. And in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to do that, and I'm going to show you why this needs to be done at this time. So first off, don't believe anything that I'm telling you right now. Don't believe it. Don't believe what I'm telling you, and also don't believe what you tell yourself. You see, when I create this content on YouTube, a lot of what I'm actually intending to do is to wake people up to understand that they create their own reality. Your reality is a reflection of the story that you tell yourself consistently. The story you tell yourself has within it those beliefs. For example, I'm not a worthy person. That's a story that we tell ourselves. And we could say, well, we have evidence of it. Look to the past when you had somebody that treated you this way. It reaffirmed that you're not worthy. But it's assuming that the external circumstance had to create and had to influence my internal validation, my internal circumstance. And then what happens is that happened like at 8 years old. That story many times will get held with people. They'll keep that story going their whole entire lives, not aware that they believe they're not worthy. Everyone is constantly looking at different meanings in reality of what different things mean. We're giving meaning to everything, whether we're aware of it or not. Your parents divorced, you could have given that a meaning that you caused it, that you're not worthy, instead of seeing it and changing the meaning and realizing that because they divorced, you then weren't a part of such a hectic environment of them being around each other all the time. Maybe your environment was still hectic. Regardless of what it is, understand that things don't happen in life to you, things happen for you. That's a shift in paradigm. But understand, beliefs are not necessarily good, they're not necessarily bad. Beliefs just simply are. And when we start to see beliefs for what they are, they're filters, it makes it more powerful. I remember when I went to a Bashar conference within the last couple months, I remember learning beliefs create reality. I already knew that. I know that. I've known that since 2012 when I went through my spiritual awakening. And then I realized that I had a belief that I had ADHD. I had a story I told myself. You went to a doctor, they told you have this, everyone else thinks you have too much energy, there's something wrong with you. And then I learned meditation, I learned how to observe my thoughts, I learned how to observe how I felt on the inside, and I learned that I didn't need the outside to tell me how to feel on the inside. And what I did is I then changed my story. I said, I no longer have ADHD, I just have a lot of energy. I reframed it. From that point going forward, I never had to take Adderall again, which is the prescription drug given out for it. And I feel like I just balance my energy out. I have grass outside I walk barefoot on, and that's my new story. I said, okay, this is cool. How can I apply this in the rest of my life? But it wasn't that I attained a new belief, that I just have a lot of energy. I reframed the old belief. It was more so I just let go of the old belief. So you see, it works the same way in reality. Any belief we have, which is also a story we tell ourselves, isn't actually inherently true. And many times those beliefs that we have now will eventually be obsolete. For example, understand that we are infinite spiritual beings living a temporary human experience. We forget this when we come here, but what happens is then our reality is perceived through our belief system. So what we do is we go out into the world, we have something that happens, we give something a certain meaning, that meaning then stays on autopilot until we become aware of it. Now, what happens is until we become aware of it, that will run itself out over and over and over again. Now, when we become aware of it, what we can then do is look at that story, look at that belief, and realize it and see it for what it is. And then let it go when it doesn't serve. Now, for example, you may believe that you can only make $50,000 per year. What you could do is you could just let go of that belief that that's all you're capable of, expand your awareness and start to see other potentials for you to create value for people, for you to see how you could become more abundant, and then allow yourself to, in a way, take up that and be in that vibration. Now, what happens is you may then eventually have the belief that you could make $100,000 per year. Well, that belief will eventually become obsolete because there will come a time when you outgrow that belief. So beliefs change as you change. Your beliefs are a direct reflection of the story that you tell yourself. So believing in yourself is the cause to almost all the pain in your life because you've been believing yourself. You've been believing in the things that you have been telling yourself over and over and over again. Things like, I'm not worthy, I'm not enough, I need that person in my life, why don't they like me? These beliefs, these stories that we tell ourselves on the inside are something we already believe to be true. That's what's causing the pain. The key is not believing in yourself. The key is letting go of the beliefs and then knowing thyself. Knowing thyself, moving beyond belief and into being present to the moment, being here now. You see, the mind always projects itself. The mind wants to get to the future, the mind wants to get out of the past or wants to change the past or think about the past, and therefore the mind is always scattering itself in different directions. Now the key is when you become more here now, you can be void of beliefs. You can experience everything in your life as if you chose it for the first time. And by doing that, you then go beyond belief. Now let's get back to what I was saying with belief. Now understand it says be, lie. Beliefs are lies we tell ourselves. Lies. We may have beliefs that say, I'm not worthy. People say, believe in yourself. But the thing is most of the things people believe in are things that aren't true about themselves or things that don't actually serve them. Instead of asking ourselves a question, is this belief true? Ask, does this belief serve me? Because you being told your whole entire life to believe in yourself, to believe in the stories you've been telling yourself is the whole reason you feel unworthy. It's the whole reason there's pain in your life and you're seeing your life through the prison of your own belief system. So instead of believing in these lies, be. Just take this all out. Take all these 4 letters out. Just be. Be present to the moment. Go beyond belief and into being. Beyond belief into being. This is the key to transformation. This is the key to going beyond the filters, going beyond the autopilot mind. You've been told your whole life what to believe. Most of us just absorb the beliefs of our environment. We absorb the beliefs of our parents. We absorb the beliefs of everything we're told, believing this is who I am, this is what I'm worthy of, this is how I have to be in life. The key to this is understanding those beliefs were hand-me-downs from your parents. They weren't even yours. Plus, they're lies. I wrote L-I-E right here, really big, so everyone knows. These beliefs are lies. You know, my last name is Doughty. Doughty, like doubt. I used to, in a way, not really like that because here I am talking about the law of attraction, believe in yourself and all this stuff, but now it has a lot more meaning for me. Doubt is actually a good thing. We should be doubting the beliefs of who we think we are. We should be doubting the stories we tell ourselves. We should be doubting, because as you doubt all of these things, you let go of all the illusion in your life, and what are you left with? The truth. The only truth, by the way, sorry to spoil the end of this movie, the end of this show, the end of this reality, of figuring this all out for yourself, and you can only really figure this out through experience. But at the end of this life, what we're going to find out, spoiler alert, is that all that exists is love. Everything else is an illusion. Everything else is an illusion. Everything is about love. At the end of our life, we might have a life review. At the end of our life, we will feel what we made everyone else in our life feel. At the end of our life, we will realize that love is the only thing that is real. That's why most people that come back from an NDE, a near-death experience, have such a new, profound love for life and an appreciation. It's because the truth is, love is the only thing that matters. This whole money thing that we're chasing, all this other stuff that we're chasing, we're going to find out at the end of our life, or hopefully a lot sooner, that that's not really what matters. That you can't take that money with you, but love is something that transforms you. And going on to the next level of our shift in consciousness, it's about understanding that love is all there is. Now what happens is we're born into society. We then get told what to believe about from our parents. We absorb the beliefs of them. We take on many of the problems they may have had, and we continue to live those things out until we become aware of it. But then what eventually happens is we start to believe in ourselves. Believe in yourself. Just believe in yourself. The problem is the self you've been believing in is the ego. And most of the beliefs that you've been told by other people are lies. They're beliefs that you're not worthy. They're beliefs that you're not enough. They're beliefs that you need other people to be happy. They're the beliefs of social conditioning. Don't believe in yourself. Take out these 4 letters and just be. Treat every situation as if you're experiencing it for the first time. Go beyond the ego construct and allow yourself to be more curious, to have more fun, to enjoy life. Then you'll start to wake up from the autopilot mind, the autopilot thing that people have been telling you to just believe in yourself. The problem is, all the problems in your life come from what you believe to be true. The stories you've been telling yourself consistently. Most of the beliefs we have are negative, and any belief we have is a limitation. For example, I believe I can make $1 billion. Aaron, that's not a limiting belief. That is so much money. I believe I can make $1 billion. Ha, ha. So I believe I can make $1 billion, but guess what? Let's say that, we all agree that $1 billion is a lot of money. Most of us would agree to that. You talk to Jeff Bezos, he might think that $1 billion is less than the percent of what he's worth. Guess what? That's true. Being a billionaire is, and at the level that Jeff Bezos is a billionaire, is that of a matter of relativity. Okay, so yes, to 99.999% of people in the world, $1 billion is not a limiting belief because of where we currently are. $1 billion to Jeff Bezos is a very small fraction of what he's worth. And in 5 or 10, or even like another year or two, he might be worth like $200 or $300 billion, and then it's even less. Now, what is my point of this? $1 billion is a limitation from different points of view. If Jeff Bezos were to make only $1 billion this year, he would probably think there is something very, very wrong with his business. My point is, $1 billion is still a limiting belief from a certain perspective. It's still a limitation. As you're saying, I'm only going to make $1 billion this year. Only $1 billion. I know it sounds ridiculous for me to say this because that's so much money to so many people, but all I'm trying to show you is that $1 billion in of itself is a limitation. All beliefs are transit we use for a period of time, but eventually we may let them go. In my lifetime, I may never make $1 billion. And if I don't, guess what? That's okay. However, I am recognizing that $1 billion from certain perspectives are a limitation. You see, so the belief in itself isn't where the power is. The key is within you. You are a limit limitless being. You are capable of anything you set your mind to. Isn't just believe in yourself. Just believe in your little ego and what the little ego can do. If you could just get there and start to make a lot of money, oh, you would finally be worthy. Then you could believe in yourself a little bit more. But what I'm showing you right now, go beyond the self. Go beyond the self. Don't believe in yourself. Believe in being. Just be. Be present to the moment. Enlightenment, you talk to someone like Sadhguru, he treats every situation as if he's experiencing it for the first time. No matter if he's been to the same hallway, talked to the same people 100 times, he experiences it as if he's experiencing it for the first time. That is what we call enlightenment. He is just being. Sadhguru, do you believe that you're enlightened? He would probably tell you no, or he would probably tell you he doesn't believe in anything. You know, when I went and saw Bashar recently, not that long ago, a couple months ago, I was asking about, I'm going to close that loop right now. I was asking about believing in ourselves. I asked Bashar, I said, these enlightened people, the enlightened people from the book Autobiography of a Yogi by Paramahansa Yogananda, he meets these enlightened people that could do literally magical things. They could make objects appear instantly. They could teleport. They could implant ideas in people's minds. Things we consider to be magic. Some of it we might already do. You know, we already send thoughts and you pick up on people's vibes. But in general, some of these things literally we would consider to be magic. Bashar, why can these people do these magical things? What beliefs do enlightened people have? You want to know the answer? Enlightened people don't have beliefs. They know thyself. Thyself they know, though, is not the same self that you must believe in. It's a self that is beyond the ego construct. It is the larger consciousness part of us that we're all connected to. We are all connected to each other, and we are all source energy experiencing itself through different perspectives. We are God that's been cut into billions of different pieces and put into different bodies, all meant to have this life experience of going through this transformation on this planet. That is why what you put out, it's what you get back. That's why. Because what you do to someone else, you do to another aspect of you. That person is you at a deeper level. So here's the thing. The self that you're going to believe in is more so a recognition of knowing that this self is not really you. It's an ego construct that we're using in this reality. It's an avatar that we're using for a short period of time. I go around and go, Aaron, good job. You did great. You made daily videos on YouTube for a very long time. Good job. Just believe in yourself. And then I went, yay, I'm going to believe in myself. I can make another video tomorrow. But see, this is the thing. That's the little self. That's the little ego self. Most people run around in reality trying to create their reality from the level of the control of the ego. The key to this, though, is going beyond the ego. You see, we're all divine beings dreaming that we're having separate human experiences. That's what we're doing right now. And it's fun, and we're meant to enjoy life. But the thing is beliefs keep us in our prison. Go beyond belief, go into being. Be here now. Focus on knowing thyself. And the way that you do this is you stop believing in the little self. You stop believing in the separate self. You stop believing that you're not worthy. You start to question all of these things that you've been believing about yourself. Don't believe things because I tell you it. Don't believe things because I say this, you're an immortal spiritual being living a temporary human experience. Don't believe it just because I said it. Go within yourself. See if it resonates with you. Also, don't believe the things you've been telling yourself. Question it. Doesn't mean you can't come to certain conclusions, but it means that you've been telling yourself, I'm not worthy. I deserve only this. I am a shy person. All of these things that you've been tying onto your identity, I'm just saying question them. Then, thirdly, don't believe me. Don't believe yourself. Don't believe other people. People are going to come over to you and say, oh, this day is this way. I remember going to my 9-to-5 job. People are like, oh, today's so slow, isn't it? There's no customers here. And I'm thinking to myself, do I want to agree to that? You can say, well, look around. There's not many people. Doesn't have to be a story that the whole day is going to be like this. And there have been times that I go in there, I reject that belief, and I'm the only one that's busy. You see, and I had a sales commission job. What I'm saying is don't believe other people. Don't believe them telling yourself you're not worthy. Don't believe it when they tell you that you're not attractive, you're not this kind of person, you don't deserve happiness. Don't believe them. Don't believe yourself. Don't believe me. Doubt everything you believe to be true, because then the illusions begin to fade away. In life, you will find out that every single thing you think is real is an illusion except for love. That's the ending of this story, the ending of this video. Everything in life is love. That's it. Spoiler alert. Now we know. But we're just going to continue to try out these different beliefs. I believe I can make $1 billion. I believe in these different things. But we're believing in the little self. The key is waking up from this dream. Stop believing in yourself. Stop believing in other people, what other people tell you. Stop believing in even what I'm telling you right now. Start questioning reality and start going beyond belief into being. Experience reality. Write your own rules. I want you to write your own rules in society. Write your own rules for what it means to be happy. Write your own rules and get rid of a lot of those rules, because a lot of those rules are keeping you from limitation, keeping you from feeling the love that you naturally are. So, with everything that I'm sharing right now, there's another aspect of this as well. This style of video, I'm breaking down the most commonly understood things in reality that we're told. Just believe in yourself, get money, get success, get relationships, then you'll be happy. I've been breaking these down. I have a whole series of videos below on why you should stop chasing money, love, and success, and how it can then chase you. Check out those videos. I will link it down below. Also, let me know if you like this video. Can you smash the like button if you like this video? It's a little bit different than normal the videos, and I kind of show different perspectives. If you like this video, smash that like button. Let me know. Also, hit the notification bell so you can see the daily vids on YouTube I do. Other than that, as always, peace, much love, and namaste.